So hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So this is my sixth video and we have already covered topics like React lifecycle method, use effect hooks, functional and class components, and states and props in my previous video. So in this video moving forward, I'm going to talk about React routing. So sometimes developer ask that React is a single page application. So how we can perform routing inside React application, how we can add dynamic ID in the URL, and sometimes all the components in React render into one page. So how we can separate those things. Also, I'm going to talk about 404 page. So if the URL is not matched, then how we can show the 404 page. So all these things I'm going to cover in this video. So stay connected. And also, अगर आप front end developer है, beginner है या fresh start कर रहे हैं, so I can say that React will boost your career. And as a working professional, I know that React की काफी market में demand है, and JavaScript is a good option for now. So and it's trending also. So that's why you are here and watching this video. So please subscribe to my channel and watch the full video for the output. Now, without wasting much time, I'm going to start with three basic packages of the React routing and that already present on your screen. So first one is React Router. This is a core library. Second package is React Router DOM. So it's a variant of core library meant to be used for web application. Third package is React Router Native. This is also a variant for core library used with React Native in development of Android and iOS application. So in short, if you are going to develop a web application, import the React Router DOM. And if you're going to create an Android or iOS application using React Native, then you have to import React Router Native. So no need to import the React Router thing. Also, in this video, I'm going to use React Router version 4. So now React Router version 4 updated lots of things as compared to version 3. So before moving forward, I'm going to show some of the changes that has happened in React Router version 4. So on the screen, you can see that these are the three changes. First, they have added switch to list of routes. Second, they have added exact as a props to routes. And third, we no longer need to pass browser history as a props. So these first two things, that what is switch and what is exact, I'm going to talk about in this video only later, and I'm going to show you in the code. Third thing, that before in previous version, if you use routing, so you have seen that browser history we are passing manually, but now we don't need to pass this browser history. So these are some of the changes of React Router 4. Now let's jump to the code and let me show you how we can implement the routing inside React application. So I have already an application with me. So this is web application. So that's why I'm going to import React Router DOM. So I've already installed that package. You can see here. So this is npm install command, and I've imported the React Router DOM package. And with that, I have also imported two more packages, React Bootstrap and React Strap. So this is I need because I am going to show you a navigation bar, and for that I'm using React Strap. So quickly I will show you. So this is the React Strap navigation bar that I'm going to use. So for this I have imported the library, and then I'm going to use this nav item link and all this thing. And I'm going to create this type of sample navigation bar. So first of all, I have three components with me. First is home component. So you can see that this is a home component, and it will show you this is a home page line. And then there is another component, about us component. This component will display only this is about page. Then there is a test component with me, and a header component. So header, footer, all these kind of component I put inside this layout folder only. So header component, as I already discussed, that I have used this React Strap and imported nav bar, nav link and all. So this will create a navigation bar, and which has these links: home, about us, test component. And these are the URL for those links. Now I'm going to show you how we can implement routing and how we can implement this URLs. So first and foremost, so for the React Strap, remember always that if you're using a create React application, then you have to import this Bootstrap thing. Okay, so if you don't import this line, then the CSS will not reflect on the navbar. So import this thing. Now coming back to the React routing, the first and foremost step is we have to import the browser router, and then we have to wrap the app component inside this browser router. Like this, we can wrap the app component inside the browser router. And now the second step is I have to import all my components. So I have created test component, header component, not found component, and about and home component. So I'm going to import all these components. So I have the code with me somewhere. I am going to paste it here. So this is how I have imported all these components. And from the React Router DOM, I have imported route, browser router, and switch. So here I'm going to show you that how we can use switch and exec. So inside the rendering of app component, what I'm going to write, I'm going to write this. So I'm going to wrap all the URL inside the router. So like this, I'm going to wrap it. So here you can see that I have used the header component. So header, I want to show it on every page. So that's why I've used this header component here. And inside the switch component, I have created 4 URL paths. So basically, if you go with the slash, then it will render the home component. If you go with the slash about, then it will render the about component. And similarly with the test component. And if there is no URL match, then it will show the not found component. So this is how you can handle the not found component. So let us see that what's happening inside the output. So I'm going to save all my files and it's compiling here. Now I'm going to my React application. Okay, so it's saying something. Okay, so you can see here, so it's already show you the navigation bar. So this navigation bar is coming from the React strap, and when I click on the about us page, you can see that this is about page. So the page is changes. So basically what's happening here, when I'm clicking on certain link, it is rendering the particular component. So this is how we can apply the routing here inside the React application. So very simple. And now I'm going to show you the use of this exec and switch. So basically, if I remove the switch here, and then if I remove the exact path here, exact thing prop here. So now what will happen? This slash and slash about is a similar matching path. So slash is included in about also, slash also, and test also. So if I go to the home page now, so you can see that it is rendering home page also, and it is rendering 404 page not found also. And if I go to the about us page, then it is rendering home page, about. So all the component is rendered here. Why? Because all the pages include this slash. So that's why we use exact here. So once I put exact here, so it will only render the matching path, exact matching path. So now if I go here and if I go to home page, you can see that only home page is coming. And if I go to the about page, now about page is coming. So there is no home page is rendered now because exact path is not matched. And this about this 404 page. So what's happened when we use, so right now we are not using switch here. So what's happening that first it is going to match this about page, and then it going forward going to this route, and so this is also not matched, so this test component is not rendered, then it is moving forward to this route, and here there is no path, so that's why it's also rendering the not found page. So now two components are rendering, about and not found. So that's why we need switch. As soon as I apply switch here like this, sorry, so I will put all the route inside the switch. Now you can see that 404 page is not coming. Why this has happened? Because what switch will do that once the path is matched, so it will not move forward. So here it is matched with this slash about path, so it's not moving forward, it stopped there only. So that's why this component is not rendered. So this is the main use of switch. So when I click on the about us component, so it stop here only as soon as the path is matched. And when I'm clicking on the home component, it is stopped here only, so it's not moving forward. So this will boost the performance also, and it will not render other component. So and when I'm now, you can see here, if I put the wrong path like this, so 404 page will come. So this is how we can handle the 404 not found page. So like if I write this, this is still about page is coming because it is matching with this path, and so that's why it's rendering this component, and it's not rendering this component because the switch component is stop here. So for nested component here we have to use this. So now if somebody come here and write this, and then 404 page not found will come. So this is how we can handle the routing here. And for the dynamic path, so if you want to use the ID like dynamic ID in the URL, there is nothing to do here. So we have to just use, like, if you are passing some user ID, you can write user ID like this and something like this. So now it will come like a dynamic page. So you can see that now 404 page will not come, 1 will also work, 3 will also work. So like this dynamic ID, dynamic URL will work, and in the component you can just fetch this dynamic ID and do something. So this is how dynamic ID, exact, switch, these all things will work. So guys, this is how we can implement the routing inside this React application. Easy, right? So again, I'm going to tell you that please subscribe to my channel, because it keeps me motivated to post more and more videos. And so please like my videos, and बाकी मिलते हैं next video में, and till then keep learning.